Hello, welcome back to another vlog. I'll just move my mirror out of the way. I was just getting ready and got a delivery from Fabletics. If you've never used Fabletics before, if you've never used Fabletics before, 100% you need to do it, because you get something like 2 pairs of leggings for like 20 something pounds. I've got a referral link, which is just like a customer referral link. I've never worked with them before, but I've had my subscription to, what is this? Is this? Forgot what I ordered. I've had my subscription to Fabletics for like 2 years, and almost every month I get something. So I absolutely do recommend it, and I've never been contacted by them before. I actually forgot about this. This was in the sale. I don't have a lot of kind of little, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like bralette type things. I have a lot of, well, like this. This is what I would kind of consider to be a bralette. I would wear this as like underwear, but I wanted something that I could wear maybe underneath a white t-shirt, and this is so soft, like crazy soft. But also something that I struggle with these triangle bras is usually around the sides. I find that they go like triangle and then immediately like just a band like this. How to explain this? So like this is the side, so you've got like the front of the bra cup and then the side part, but often from here it's already just a band, and I get that, like, you know, the bulgy thing. I'm not into that at all. So I'm hoping this will be a little bit more flattering, because it's just got that little extra triangle of material there that I think will kind of smooth. Fingers crossed. Anyway, the stuff I usually get is leggings and tops. So I got another pair of my absolute favourite. These are, what are they called? Define high-waisted legging. You can get them in different leg lengths, which I really like, but I've never been disappointed by Fabletics leggings. They are like really, oh, these ones are a slightly different material. Ooh, they're like, they feel thicker. They're really thick and they're really stretchy, but they super hold you in. You're definitely not going to end up showing anything off when you bend over. And then the other thing that I got, which I'm going to put on right now, I've got this or something like this. I think I've got the long sleeve version of this in black. This is like a vest top, but it's got a twisty back, and you can see from the inside there, it's actually got a sports bra within it. So I would just wear this with jeans, which I'm going to do today. Holy moly, that is some serious support. Just going to tuck it into my jeans, so it kind of almost looks like a bodysuit. And then the back, I thought this would be the long sleeve one that I got. The back is a really nice cut out here, because it's kind of, it misses that bulge, you know, like where it would usually be like an underbra bulge. It misses that, and it misses this one just above your waistband as well. It's a really well thought out design, I think. Oh, I love it. It's so, it just is like holding me in, smoothing. Love the cut of the neckline. Anyway, this wasn't supposed to be a haul video. I was just starting a new vlog, and my parcel arrived. I was just going to put on some makeup. I'm actually going to film a Sephora haul. I thought I would test out the new, this is insane. This is the new concealer I bought. It's teeny tiny. It is a travel size, but it's miniature. It's a stupidly small travel size. I pulled out, Ella's got it at the moment, but I pulled out a travel size that I had of the NARS, is it Creamy Radiant Concealer? And it is so much bigger than that one. It's ridiculous, honestly. So I'm going to see. I basically purchased this just because I didn't want to pay for a full-size version of the concealer and then realise I didn't like it. I'm not a super fan of the original Shape Tape, but this one said it was creamy. I am really on the fence at the moment about maybe buying some stuff from Merit. I don't know if you've seen a lot about it. It's everywhere for me. Like, I feel like I open YouTube and everyone's talking about Merit, or even Instagram, but it's so expensive. So I was looking this week and I was considering maybe purchasing a couple of bits for a video, but I'm specifically interested in the, what's it called? Not complexion. It's like a concealer and foundation in one is how they describe it, which I am all about. Oh, there we go. I was having a really hard time opening that. I did try to get all of the oil off my hands, but it was difficult. So another thing with these little minis is it doesn't come in all of the different shades. So if you wanted to like try out certain shade, it's not going to work for you because I think there were only 3 available, at least on Sephora. I got Light Natural, which is 22N. When I looked online, it is quite light. I felt like this was probably the one for me at the moment. And I hate to say this, but I have been using only one concealer on my face this week, and my nose has broken out, which is always a weird thing. And I think it's this. The Lasting Perfection concealer is what I've been using. I've been using that like all over my face. And I've been using it in the same way that I'm using this one now. I've kept a little bit of makeup in our ensuite, and I'm trying to get into the habit of chucking on a bit of makeup in the morning just to make me feel a bit more alive. Because, I mean, I see myself a lot, obviously, because of the YouTube of it all, but I hate to admit it makes a difference if I've got a bit of makeup on and I feel better about the way that I look. It makes me more productive. It makes me want to have conversations with people. It makes me want less to bury myself in a hole. I don't know about that. Definitely going to need to touch this up. The breakouts that I've got down here are very specific. I have been IPLing my face again because the amount of facial hair that I'm dealing with at the moment is actually a little bit insane. We're not talking, this is not just like a little bit of fuzz, this is serious stubble if I shave. So I've been plucking and plucking for years, and then occasionally I think, right, I'm gonna commit to using the IPL because I found it to be really effective on my bikini line. Not so effective on my legs because my leg hair is not very dark, and the whole thing with an IPL device is that it needs to be high contrast, so you want it to be like quite a bit of contrast between your skin and your hair. So if you've got like dark skin and dark hair, you're gonna have a hard time. Same as if you've got fair skin and fair hair. Whereas obviously bikini line and face, for me, the hair is quite dark. So I've kind of committed to it again, but it means that I'm shaving my face probably once every other day, once a day, which obviously causes irritation. I will say if you've got that kind of issue yourself, because I know loads of people do, we just don't talk about it, it's one of those things. I do recommend getting some kind of anti-inflammatory, but that's not right. Oh, what's the word? You know, like what you would use in a hospital, like a sterile spray. Is it anti, or am I wrong? I got it to show you. It's not, I wouldn't recommend this because of what it says it does. It's called Skin Doctor's Hair No More Growth Inhibitor Spray. Discourages hair growth, minimises the appearance of hair, nourishes and calms skin after hair removal. I can't see the word that I'm thinking of. It's going to drive me insane. It will come to me, but basically something to make sure that your skin is totally clean. I don't know if alcohol is the right word. It's not. Like a... I know that some of you will be screaming at your device right now. Like, I know exactly the word that you mean. But it's not coming to me. It will. It will. Anyway, I'm going to use this Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk, which I have come to realise is just my all-time favourite shade of blush. Also, I have 2 of these brushes. I've mentioned them to death. But I use one for like colour, like blush and bronze, and one for foundation and concealer. I just love it so much. So this particular colour, I've been dabbling with different cream blushes this week, and I've left this one downstairs, and I kept being like, oh, it's just not quite as nice. There's something about this shade that kind of meets a bronzer and a blusher. It's not too, I know on camera it's going to seem crazy right now, but I'm not done. It's not too orange. It is, it just kind of warms up without it looking like only blush. It's going to, in the end, just make me look kind of sun-kissed. Also, I've seen people applying blush this way recently because it's been, you know, we go through phases with these things, and it's made me laugh because this has been my favourite way to apply blush for 10 plus years. It's like 80s style, really, like high on the cheekbones, but it really lifts your face. And if you haven't got incredibly defined bone structure, it makes a real difference where you place your blush. Also, catching sight of this makes me want to agree to go into the gym with Lee. When did this happen? I was given some, what do you call it? The physiotherapy. I was given some physio exercises at the beginning of the year, end of last year maybe. I got the little, I say little, they're quite substantial weights, but the weights that I specifically bought for myself, I got those out of the gym thinking, right, every day I'm just going to do a little bit of this and I'm going to be working on my physio, but I'm going to get such toned arms and my back is going to be like, ripped. And I literally never did that once, not even one time in my enthusiasm. Not one time. Looking for a lip liner, I saw, well, I was going through some old footage to put in the last vlog, the IKEA stuff, and I thought, God, what lip liner was I wearing? Because I'm pretty sure I know what lipstick it was, but I want to know what lip liner I was wearing underneath it because I really loved that look. And honestly, I don't know. I'm going somewhere this evening, and I'd like to figure that out before I go because I would like to replicate that. I don't think this was it, but from swatching it on my hand, it could work. I'm sure this was the lipstick I was wearing. Yeah, I was talking to my friend the other day about lip filler. It's the one thing that I'm just not even tempted by. Can you see my like outer lip here? I'll bring you in closer. My outer lip line there is not where my, like the colour of my lips is. So and it's kind of the same on the top as well. I don't have particularly defined lips, but I think I have quite easy lips to overline. So it's never really been a thing. I just colour outside the lines. I'm not going to colour them in because the lipstick I'm using is kind of, I love it so much. It's the matte lip crayon in Caramel Blondie. I actually looked online the other day and I'm not sure they even still do this. They still have some of these in stock, but different colours. But it's kind of silicone-y and it doesn't build well. You know, like if you layer it over the top again and again, it starts to look a bit weird, but the initial is perfect. I know I've done that in a strange order, but I was watching someone the other day, I think it was Hannah Louise Poston, and she was saying sometimes she likes to do her lips first because it can inform the rest of the makeup look. And I thought, yes, so often, because I really enjoy, like more than anything else these days, I like a bold overlined lip. Not like bold colours necessarily, but it's a bold situation. And often I come to, by the way, I'm using the cloud paint again on my eyes. I'm doing that mainly because I'm going to be redoing my makeup later. Otherwise I for sure would have put a primer on underneath this. But I often do my eye makeup and then I'm like, oh, I don't know what to wear on my lip because nothing goes. Whereas maybe I should do it the other way around because it feels like I've got a lot more options for eyes. But once I put this on and I'd done the kind of glowy cheek look, I was feeling just a really plain kind of warm eye with just mascara, I think. My Lancome Lash Idole is still going strong, which is honestly quite shocking. I've been using this since December and there's no sign of it drying out or running out anytime soon. Oh, look at that. Fluttery. I love it. No powder, just summer. I also wanted to tell you about this. So I've been using this week, the Soap & Glory Real Zing Body Sorbet. I've never really understood the thing of a body sorbet. It always feels really weird when I put it on my skin. It's like silicone. I'll show you kind of the texture of it. It's a strange one. It looks like sorbet, smells amazing. And it's got that like sorbet texture to it. Like that is exactly the right thing. But it also kind of looks like a silicone primer, don't you think? It's a weird one. So I put this all over. It's one of those things, I've just had it in my bedside drawer for ages, and was like, oh, I need a moisturiser, I'll put this one on. As you rub it in, it kind of becomes liquid, which is strange. Anyway, I was rubbing it all over, thought, it's nice enough, it smells really nice. Went downstairs, we're talking a few minutes later, and it was just like coming off in little bits, you know, like when something pills, but this was next level. It was almost like it had dried and then it was just shedding off me in little pieces. It was horrible, to the point where I actually had to go and shower it off my legs. It was that bad. It was just everywhere. Like, you could see it as it flaked off. You could see it on the sofa. So I Googled it. I'm like, what is this all about? And all the reviews on Boots were so bad. Everyone was saying exactly the same thing. I thought, if it was this bad, this has been around for a little while. If it was this bad, it can't be, they wouldn't still be making this. So I was looking. It says, apply to dry skin for full body moisture. That's what it says on the back of this product. However, online it says apply to damp skin. You have to apply it to damp skin. Since then, I've applied it to damp skin. I get out of the bath. I'm starting to feel there's really bits already. I get out of the bath while I'm still literally drenched, not like I usually leave my skin to be kind of like, it's still in that damp state, you know, where your skin's still kind of like swollen up from being in the hot water. It's not totally dried out yet, but it's not actually wet to touch. This is like wet to touch, still water on your skin, damp skin. So I put it all over, it turns into liquid, it kind of just like emollientifies, whatever the word is that I'm looking for, with the water, and like gloss everywhere. Then when it dries, it all absorbs into your skin. Softest skin ever. It's also got AHA, so it's like really, really smoothing. Absolutely can't recommend this enough, especially this area. This area I've been getting like KP and like little white bits all over, real, like, it's not dry but it's rough, and I've been trying to get that area smooth for so long. I've actually just bought some Ameliorate because I remember that being really good. I haven't used it for a while, but I just bought some of that, and I used this with the wet skin this week. Suddenly this is totally smooth. So really recommend this, but I think what they've got on the back of this, apply to dry skin, has been a disservice because they've clearly changed that. It says online, apply to damp skin. If you apply this to dry skin, like full on, all over your body, dry skin, it's going to pill up and be horrible. So if you've got that, or if you've got our body sorbet knocking around that you've had that experience with, give it another go this way. Right, I'm going to go. This was intended to be a vlog. I was going to start a vlog and be like, you know, here I am starting my day, and it ended up being a get ready with me. So I'm gonna post this on my regular channel because it went in a different direction, and I'll start a new vlog. How about that?